Yo, what's up? Welcome back to another episode of The Source. Before we get into it, the Lakers game's about to start. Bet the Lakers. It might have already started by the time you're watching this. I'm betting the Lakers. I'm assuming LeBron's playing because it looks like he is. Unless they announce otherwise, I'm betting the Lakers. Let's get into the rest of them.
Welcome to The Source. Hey, get the source. The Source. The Source. Hey, get the source.
First up is the Lakers, and like I said, that game's probably about to start, so we're just going to skip to the next one. Sorry about that. This video was supposed to be released earlier, but I'm an asshole. Next game. Next game up, Sixers, Kings in Philly. This line opened Philly laying 7 points at home here. Early bet's pretty even. All the money in the world on the Sixers. I'm talking 98% of the money on Philadelphia. A little bit of sketchy line movement here. As you can see, some Kings money does come in the afternoon. The line seemed to be dropping too fast. I mean, it went from 7 to 6.5 and 6, and the Kings money just started. I don't know if the books anticipated the Kings money, whatever. I'm not going to call it a trap or anything. I just thought that was a little sketchy. I'm just going to ignore that, pretend I didn't see it, because I do like Philly here. Even without Embiid, even without Seth Curry, I like that defense, man. The Sixers play great defense. Kings are due for just a blowout loss. So give me the Sixers. I'll take Philly -6. Let's lock it in for a unit and a half. Anything changes, I will tweet it out and put it on my Instagram story next game. Next game up, Bucks versus Spurs in Milwaukee. And this line opened with the Bucks laying 10 points at home. Those Bucks spreads are always huge. Early bets were even, but actually the early sharp money went the other way. Early sharp money on San Antonio in this one. That sharp money on the Spurs would knock the line down from 10 down to 9.5. At which point we do see some Milwaukee bets start to come in. Still though, as of 1:30 p.m., majority of the money on the Spurs. I'm taking the home favorite again, same as the Sixers game. I'm taking the Bucks here. I'm gonna lay the points, give me Milwaukee -9.5 for another unit and a half. If anything changes, I'll tweet it out and put it on my Instagram story next game. Next game up, Clippers versus Hornets in LA, and this line opened with the Clips laying 9.5. Early bets, the public was on the Hornets. Money was pretty dead even though. This was really weird. A ton of sharp money came in on the Clippers in the late morning and then quickly evened itself out. I'm not gonna pay any mind to it. The consensus line never moved. I don't know. I'm just gonna pretend I don't see it because it doesn't really make any sense and I don't even know how to read something like that. So bets and money are about even, and the line we're looking at is still Clips -9.5. I know the Hornets have been awful in this West Coast road trip they're on right now. They got beat badly in their first 2 games of it. I honestly can see them winning this game. I'm going to take the Hornets either way, but if Cody Zeller plays, I'm going to double down and put 3 units on this. If Cody Zeller plays, I believe he's listed as questionable. So either way, I'm going to give me Charlotte plus 9.5. Let's lock it in for a unit and a half. But keep in mind, and I'll update this on Twitter, if Cody Zeller's playing, I'm doubling down 100%. I really like it if Cody Zeller plays. So if anything changes, check Twitter and Instagram next game. Next game up, Grizzlies versus Warriors in Memphis. And this line opened Memphis laying 5.5 points at home. Early bets and early money both came in pretty split even. Check this out. So the consensus line moves to Memphis -6. But the money doesn't really change. Now, normally I would say this is sketchy, but this is most likely because they announced all the injuries, all the inactives tonight for the Warriors. They're missing like Steph, Wiseman, that big man, I forget his name, so I'm not even gonna try it. But they're missing a bunch of guys, so I'm assuming that's why the line moved as they announced that. Gotta play Memphis here, right? You have to play the Grizzlies here. At home, that Grizzlies defense is good as hell. Give me Memphis -6. I'm going to lock this in for 2 units, maybe 2.5 units. I'm going to bet this one considerably heavier than the other games. I like this one a lot. And this is the pick of the day if Cody Zeller doesn't play. So give me Memphis -6. Lock it in, let's say, for 2.5 units. Anything changes, Twitter, Instagram story next game. There is no next game. My bad. That was a mistake by me. That's it. So for the parlay of the day today, I'm just going to take the Bucks, the Grizzlies, and the Sixers. 3 favorites that I like. I'm going to tease the line to 4, or you know what, 3.5. I'm going to tease the line to 3.5 on all 3 and parlay them together, and I will put the payout odds on the screen when I edit this. I don't have it in front of me. So let's not try to lose too much in March Madness. No one can predict that shit. Let's stick to the NBA. Let's hammer it. Let's bring home a couple more units tonight. I'll talk to you on Twitter.